madam. आवाज आ रही है क्या? मैडम। Good afternoon, Dr. Kiran Sri, sir. Dr. Kiran, sir.
And Dr. Gadisha?
How are you, sir?
Fine, sir. Good afternoon.
Very good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir, we are about to start the program at 3:30. Thank you for joining early, sir. I think we have joined 3:15 before that schedule.
And it's wonderful that you are conducting a series of FDPs, that too sponsored by ISTE and so on and so forth.
It's completely your blessing, sir.
With this now, actually the name of the institute.
You have to be unmuted, sir.
Yes. With this now, this Patil College is known in Andhra Pradesh also. Due to this particular FDPs that you are conducting in series. And everybody know about your institute well.
So our hard work, sir, take us.
Yes. Your hard work and the support from your management also. It is wonderful and
Thank you so much, sir.
आपा की वैसे देख वजह से Hello, hello. Am I audible, sir? Ma'am, hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Am I audible, sir? Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
hello.
Hello?
Yes, you're audible.
Good afternoon, Honorable Principal, sir. Dr. Ahmed Obaid, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
The teacher, sir, your voice is not clear.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, yes. Doing it, sir. Sajal, madam.
Yes, sir. Hello. Am I audible, sir? Hello.
Yes, madam. Your voice is clear.
Okay.
Honorable Principal, sir. Shall we start, sir?
Yes, please.
Sajal, madam, you can do.
Please go ahead.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. A very good afternoon to all respected dignitaries, guests, faculty members, and participants. With a great joy and immense exultation, it's my great pleasure to start this auspicious occasion by heartily welcoming everybody on behalf of Research and Development Cell of PR Pote Patil College of Engineering and Management, Amravati. I, Professor Kritika Chhajed, welcome you all to the inauguration ceremony of ISTE approved 1 week of online FDP on research methodology and use of ICT tool, which is organized by Research and Development Cell of PR Pote Patil College of Engineering and Management, Amravati, from 20 February 2023 to 25th February 2023. First and foremost, may I take this opportunity to welcome Honorable Chairperson of today's function, His Excellency Honorable Shri Praveen Kumar Ji Pote, Sir, President of PR Pote Patil Education and Welfare Trust Group of Educational Institution, Amravati, a man with distinct vision. Uh, then I welcome Honorable Mr. Shreyas Kumar Pote, Sir, Vice President of PRPC, Amravati. I welcome Honorable Dr. D.T. Ingole, sir, Principal, and Honorable Dr. Mohammad Zuhair, sir, Vice Principal of PR Pote Patil College of Engineering and Management. I extend my gratitude towards our keynote speaker, Honorable Dr. Ahmed Obeid, Department of Computer Science and Mathematics, University of Kufa, Iraq. I extend my warm welcome to Honorable A.B. Gadicha, sir, the FDP convener. I extend my warm welcome to all the valuable and distinguished guests, academicians, researchers, experts, all the respected deans, HOD of various departments, and faculty members for honoring us with their presence in the inauguration ceremony, and to all the participants for giving huge response to this FDP. Think out of box and create a learning experience where the learner can interact with the contents and their brains. Someone has rightly said that quality is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, and skillful execution. So keeping this same in high intention, the research and development department constantly work for giving better exposure to today's research scholars by arranging different events to give the developments in the field of research. The objective of this FDP is to give the participants the knowledge of contemporary techniques of research. This FDP also aims to give a complete idea of research methodology to the aspiring research scholars. Now, I would like to request Honorable Dr. A.B. Gadicha sir, FDP convener, to give a brief idea of this FDP. Please, sir.
Thank you so much, madam. A warm good afternoon to everyone present on this online platform, Zoom. Thank you in advance for joining us at this one-week faculty development program on research and methodology organized by PR Potepatil College of Engineering and Management, Amravati, Maharashtra. I am very much thankful to our chairman, Honorable Shri Praveen Kumar Potepatil sir, for his valuable guidance and providing all the facility for conducting this wonderful FDP in online mode. I am thankful to our vice chairman, Honorable Shri Shreyas Kumar Potepatil sir, for their continuous support. I am thankful to our dynamic principal, Honorable Dr. D.T. Ingole sir, for their valuable guidance and uttermost support regarding organizing this FDP. I am also thankful our Vice Principal, Dr. Muhammad Zuhair sir, for providing the continuous support and mentoring regarding this faculty development program. I, Dr. Ajay Gadija, working as Head of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, it's my pleasure to welcome you all once again for this one-week faculty development program on research and methodology organized by PR Pote College of Engineering and Management. The main objective of this faculty development program is to explaining how a researcher intends to carry out their research. It's a logical, systematical plan to resolve a research problem. A methodological details a researcher's approach to the research to ensure the reliable, valid results that addresses the aim and objective. It also encompasses what data which we have collected, where it from, and how it is being analyzed in a proper way. As we are aware, basically, there are three types of research methodology are being incorporated in today's globe. That is quantitative, qualitative, and mixed approach. So, finally, I congratulate the entire organizing team, Professor Chajar Madam, Sontake Madam, for their outstanding effort towards the success of this FDP. And I wish all the best and happy learning for the next 1 week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your words. Now, I would like to request Dr. D.T. Ingole, sir, Principal PR Pote Patil College of Engineering and Management, to address the gathering on this occasion. Please, sir.
Thank you, Madam. Honorable Dr. Ahmed Obaid from Iraq, who is the international eminent speaker as well as the chief guest and inaugural guest of today's FDP. Dr. Gadicha sir, very dynamic head of department of the AIDS and convener of this FDP. Professor Chajan Madam and Sontake Madam, the FDP coordinator and co-coordinator. All eminent speaker of this FDP and dear participants for attending this inaugural ceremony of the online FDP on the research methodology and use of the ICT tools. Ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, we must congratulate Department of the AIDS which is the very newly established department, and they begins with this new chapter of introducing you the FDP of our institution for organizing this on the research methodology and the use of the ICT. The main objective of this program, like this FDP, was to provide the good opportunities for the faculty members and the students to have the insight about the research methodology. Further, the program helps the faculty members to strengthen their technological base by bringing a research culture and promoting the creative adaptation, innovations, and utilization through the interaction between the institution of learning. It is about how the researchers systematically design a study to ensure the valid and reliable result that address the research aims and objective. I suppose this is the ultimate aim of the today's FDP. Recently, I mean, just 10 minutes back, I received one email from the NPTEL also, which is, everybody knows, the very big organization. They are also helping through their live interaction to provide you this research methodology, where the course team examination will explain some sample problems and how they are solved all about. So this way, I mean, faculty members as well as the NPTEL like organization is also coming forward to provide you all the research methodology. I think everybody should take help of this NPTEL also, because you know that through the NPTEL, a lot of researchers, a lot of stakeholders are contributing their knowledge. So I think by that way you can get you will enrich all the knowledge about the research methodology. As far as the tool is concerned, I think everybody is now surprised since last 2-3 months. The new ICT, this tool is introduced like the chat GPT, that sort of. So I suppose that is the best tool where the qualitative as well as the quantitative use in the research methodology. I don't know in what dimension, in what way that will now we have to proceed as far as the research activity is concerned. But that is the big opportunity every researcher now got, so that the chat GPT you can solve the various problems, you can represent, you can analyze that way. Lastly, I hope this expected outcome out of this online FDP, that after attending this FDP, the participants will get in-depth understanding of the research methodology and its implications in the decision making process. Second, the participant will gain the better understanding on how to design the valid research projects to answer the specific research the questions. Third is design reliable and valid questionnaires for the collection of the data. The data, as everybody knows, that is the very important aspect in all the research work. Next is the participant will use the descriptive and predictive statistical tool using the robust analytical software. I think through this week, the various expertise will give you a lot of understanding about the tools we use in this analysis and so on. I know that through this throughout this week you'll get a lot of understanding about the research methodology. I mean, different aspects and different methods. But you know that also I could study while studying the startup mechanism. That now we require to understand or define the problems based on the need, because that is the ultimate aim of the society, that we have to solve now the problems of the society. So therefore, I appeal all the researchers to only collecting the various, instead of collecting the various paper instead, if you just look at the problems in the society and try to solve that, that would be the biggest challenge as well as the biggest help for the society also. So I wish in future the FDP will give us more and more opportunity uh, to serve for engineering fraternity. I wish this all the best to this FDP, and I congratulate all the participants to accept our invitation at the PR Pote Patil College of Engineering and the Management. So once again, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. So we are thankful to our president, vice president, principal, vice principal, all the HODs and deans for their presence in this inauguration ceremony. And here I formally declare that the 1 week online FDP on research methodology and use of ICT tool begins. Now we are entering in the first session of this FDP. So I would like to introduce our today's guest, Dr. Ahmed Obaid, on this occasion. Our today's guest is Dr. Ahmed Obaid. He is a creative lecturer in Department of Computer Science, Faculty of Computer Science and Mathematics, University of Kufa, Iraq. He has done his PhD in web mining and data mining from University of Babylon in 2017 under Advanced Technology in Web Mining Techniques and Applications. He is a guest editor in various journals like OCS, that is Open Computer Science, KEM, Key Engineering Material, MAICT 19, IOP Journal of Physics, associated editor in IJAST, and reviewer in many more journals. He has more than 18 years of experience in different faculties in University of Kufa. He has contributed to research by giving his contribution in different conferences and journals. He has been a conference chair of many reputed conferences. He has edited many international journals, including Journals of Social Science World, etc. Sir has published more than 60 papers in different journals. He has under his name 7 books published, and he is editor of 9 different conferences. He has 1 patent on his name and 2 book chapters on his name. So we have we are very lucky enough to hear such an eminent personality. Sir, we are fortunate to listen to you and get knowledge from you. So without taking much time, I welcome and request to such a dynamic personality to share his knowledge on today's session. Please, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Good afternoon to all of you, the organizer, chairs, patrons, and the committee members, attendees, and my friends, Dr. Ajay, Dr. Kiran Sri. Happy to meet all of you here in this session. And I wish to all the attendees will got knowledge in this, in my seminar, because I'm really congratulate you for this faculty development program as the most important topics. Before we are going to discuss the topics in details, we have to learn how we can go for research work and improve ourselves, and how we like we send our contribution. So today, first of all, I would like to share the presentation to make sure, because it's, can you please activate the sharing opportunity or options from Zoom? I cannot share the presentation now. The host is disable the participants to screen the sharing. Okay, thank you very much. Now, you please confirm me if it is visible and audible to all of you. Hello? Hello, Mr. Ajay, Mr. Kiran, can you please confirm me if my presentation is visible to all of you? Hello? Okay, thank you. So I am audible to all of you. You please. I am audible. Okay, thank you. So today we'll talk about research challenges in research work, publication, and contribution. Really, I am facing a lot of issues at the publication time. Why? Because I have did a very good research work, but unfortunately, I lost those research work because of the publication challenges, because either my students or my postgraduates, they are sending their works to wrong journals, or maybe it was sharing to wrong distributor. So my seminar today is talking about what is the research challenges and how about the research work contributions and publications. I will define two terms here. The first term is the black journals at the section 1, and then the black publishers at the second section. So the first of all, we have to know that the publication process, it's not an easy way in the reputed journals, as we have to select a good source or good journals or publisher to contribute our research work there. So the process maybe faces a lot of issues during the selection till publication and archiving that research work on certain database such as the Scopus, Clarivate, or maybe IBISCO or PubMed or some other publication, some other databases. So let us defining the first terms in our seminar is called the predatory or black journals. These journals normally is working without peer review, and the most of the work that have achieved by the intermediary persons. So many, maybe they are sending their works in certain journals, and their works, it was published without maybe peer review task, or maybe in this time, or maybe that journals publish a lot of works or a lot of papers in short time. So this will lead to the journals, it will comes to discontinue state, or maybe that journal will not archiving our contribution on their database. So normally these journals, maybe it's managed by inexperienced or negligible or mismanagement teams. Maybe they don't have any knowledge about the journal management or how to improve their journals. Maybe they are looking for, or maybe they are money minder, then our works will go to the wrong journals. For me, I'm prepared this presentation, but this is that things, it doesn't means I am not publishing wrong journals because the mistakes of my friends mistake. Maybe I am doing also the mistakes because we are human and we are learning from our mistakes. From time to time, we have to learn and discuss with our sorry, is this, I'm just receive a message to make someone host. So I am the host now. Can you please hear me? Is it possible to someone talk? Hello? Okay. Let me stop sharing the presentation. I think who's the host here? Who's managing the host here? Can you please share me? What is the name of the host here? Who's the responsible here? I think because the host is assigned to me, so I know, but Dr. DT, okay, Dr. DT, I'm just searching to make him host because he made me a host, so he is not able to make a host. Okay, I'm giving the host to Dr. DT. I think because he assigned the host to me, so there is no one can be talk because of the Zoom configurations. Okay, so now I will share the presentation. Oh, okay, you please share. I think there is some configuration on Zoom. You make all the hosts.
Yes.
Yeah, you please share. Just make all the participants can the opportunity or the setting that can share their screen. So it will not come to this problem without making me a host. You can give this privilege to all. So I am only the speaker here in this session. I will only make the sharing with them. No one will share his presentation in this session. Because you have now, now you have to give me the host again, and maybe you are lost the opportunity to control the meeting on your side. So you please give the opportunity to all to share their screen. So I will share my presentation again. Yeah, you just press on the share screen options, then you just select allow to all to share their screens. It's just a small option in the share screen.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I am not able to share my screen till now. I think the setting is not applied right now. No, I am not able. It's also visible from participants. Okay, now it's working. Thank you. So let us go back to our slides here. So after defining the previous term and what is the black journals, or what is the blacklist, we are always manipulating these terms in our conversations with other peoples or with other scholars. So at the 2013 to 14, the first list, it was generated by the Jevribel, and that this scientist actually just starting the studying the behavior of some journals from 2007 or 2008, and at that time, just because he's a librarian, so he just defining some rules about the work of these journals, and he just make a classification of these journals or publisher according to their activities and achievements. So he just calculate maybe the number of articles that published, and maybe the process of each article, the time from receiving from the submitting till publication, and just put some rules about those journals or publishers. Then this idea has become very expensive, or maybe it was growth over the world by because it's considered by some peoples and some scholars around the world, and consider that list to just make sure their journals is not listed there. Why? Because he's a scientist and he's a professor, so maybe his rules it will be acceptable by many organizations around the world. So he doesn't have any benefits from this study, or he doesn't have any advantages from others to make these journals maybe in his list or not. So according to that, so many organizations around the world start following his updates to know about the publishers and journals that listed or promoting on his list. Because of many complaints at that time, and he was just used a freely blogs, it's called at that time Weebly, that blog received many objections and many complaints from publishers and maybe journals around the world. And according to that, he moved that blogs to another own like websites, and it's called that predatory journals. And later he established new websites. It's called Bill List from as shown in the following URLs. According to that list, you can browse there. What are the journals that defining there, and maybe you can choose the right journals to contribute to your research work there. But this is not a simple process as I explain here. Why? Because most of the journals that we have seen in our navigation at the current time, it was not listed there. I will talk about the challenges and the difficulties of contribution in next slides, and you please I will maybe move this slides to talk about the important challenges after 2-3 slides from now. So in this website, you can find there the duplicated journals, maybe the predatory journals and the publishers, and you will find if that's publisher there. So it means that also you can find the Frontiers publisher. I think Frontiers is very famous publisher on the world. You will find it as a predatory publisher in this list. Why? Because maybe the mistakes of some editor-in-chief of such journals. So according to that, the Frontiers, it was inserted as a predatory publisher in this list. Anyway, let us go ahead, and just I give a small navigation about this list because it's really useful. And recently, this list, it was accommodated by a government of so many countries for several reasons, because there is no such data sets can be used to check the journals and publishers and their activities without the help of Bell list. So let us go again to what are the terms that used to creating that individual journals or publisher to that list. Commonly, there are 4 reasons on that. The first is by the scientists of journals, maybe the Jeffrey or his team, he can make a study about the behavior of these journals or publisher, and then will decide to create it there. The second option is by the academic and research center. Why? Because maybe there some reputed journals and center, they are monitor their research work when and where that research work it was published, and what are the journals or publishers they are published their work. According to that, they are measure the quality of that publisher maybe, and then will decide it if that it will be good for them or not, or maybe they are appointed or claimed about that publisher or journal. Then individual users also, maybe they have the ability to make a compliance about that publisher if they have find any maybe anomalous like behavior. The fourth option is by government, because also some governments will monitor the transaction that made by their like committee or peoples, and when and where that money it was sent to which country. Maybe most of us will think that maybe Nigerian country, many hackers and many fraudsters already from maybe most of them they are live on that country. So if that maybe some publisher or journals belong to that country, the government will complain about that publisher and journals, and will at the result it will make that publisher and journals on the blacklist. Sorry, and you can browse that website. It's really useful. Here I am just try to cover the most important slides in this seminar. I just show here in this slides some important information about that list and how it was faces a lot of compliance and changes around the world. Let us talk for these journals, because really these journals made a headache for many scholars around the world. Here is the first example about the journals, and I just show here the two websites of the same journals, and it was indexed in Scopus and discontinued in 2019 or 20. But anyway, it was this under the coverage at least 5 to 6 years, and at that time it was published. Both websites published more than maybe 100 plus articles from many countries. So let us talk about these things. So if you are looking to the, and if you are searching about this title, you will find two websites on the same name. So at that time, you will think each one, it was a reputed or authenticated one. Why? Because to check them, you have to visit Scopus or maybe SJR websites to check the availability or the evidence of each one. So according to that, let us go, because of both them having different URLs. So we want to make sure which one is authenticated and which one is real one. So mostly we are searching about Simago and Scopus, and for that reason, we are searching about that things. So now you are visiting those websites and check the information that available there. And the most important information for any websites, it was the ISSN and the title. So mostly we are using this information for searching purpose. If you are looking to these websites, you will find more than 8. Yes, ma'am. Hello? Okay. So if you are looking to these websites, you will find the same information already contributed on both. So you are looking for editorial board information, you are looking to the frequency information and other information already duplicated in efficient. So let us go for these two websites and check and find the result of them. So, sorry. If you go for this, and mostly we are using these websites for authenticated purpose, you will find here the journal homepage, but it's not available for most of the journals that or publishers that available at the current time. And you will find here also all the information related to that. Here also in Simago, you will find the same information on the homepage. So let us go and check these websites at the time when I prepared this presentation. I think this 1 or 2 years before. So here, if you are pressed on that link and you press on that link, you expect that the result, it will be same. Why? Because already this website is not an easy website, and it was managed by very reputed journals, institutes around the world. So let us go. If we are check Scopus websites, we will go to this websites, okay, with this URL, and after we are messaging to the Scopus team, they will respond to us the official website that documented in their database. It's different from this one. So really here we are confused. If you are pressed on the Scopus preview, you will find this website, but if you are asking about them, you will find this different website. So, sorry, let us go to the previous slides. Okay, this one. In Scopus, if you are pressed on the home page, you will find this one. But if you ask them, okay, you please let me know what is the official URL of this journal, they will send you this one. So let us go for the another evidence. Here, when we are searching on Simago, and we will find this one, and after we are messaging them why it is the documentation is different from Scopus, they will not respond to you, or maybe they are remove the homepage URL link till they are evaluated or maybe they are now in the original source of that image or that journal. Sorry. According to that, many maybe authors because of the mistakes of Scopa's team, they are sending their contribution to the wrong publisher or wrong maybe journal. And mostly what we are doing, we are searching, and here we are just messaging to them, and we are informed them there is a different links for the same source, and please let us know which one, because without the helping of you, we cannot know in the official one to archiving our contributions in your database. So they are already here. This is the official messages from them. You will find their answer is totally conflicted. Maybe the answers comes from different teams, and their answers is different one from others. So that means this journal, it was not it doesn't have official information on their database, and maybe someone can manipulate the information there. Let us go for another. Okay, this is just summarize of my case study for this journal. Let us go for another one. If we are searching for bill list and we are just searching about that, we cannot find it. But if we are searching in this sections, we can find the name of the publisher here, but in different styles and different words looking. You just keep this title in your mind and go back to the here, and you will find the name of the publisher same, but it's written there in different styles. Maybe this information, it was changed later by the publisher itself in their database. So anyway, so to summarize these slides, here the bill list, it's helped me more to know the maybe the fraud list journals, or maybe the dangerous journals that I expected will be discontinued later. Also, there is some I am just compared here because of the time. Also, I am just trying to summarize at the accurate time. Here, if we are searching about the same publisher or journals, we will find at the bill list here, they are updating their informations about that publisher and the other one, and they are written here related to this journal, and both are predatory, scholarly, and publishers. So this list, it was updated according to the situations that faced by several scholars around the world. Let us go for other information that available on this website. You will find here different things about the GeoAge, maybe archiving, about the conferences, and many information you will find there. So how to be what is the advantages of bill list here? Many countries, universities, and educational science institutes, they consider this list as a first check to their maybe tested list, and to know if the journal it was have any problem or not. And also some countries also created a blacklist journal based on that information available in the bill list. Also, the researchers do not have started to trust the bill list, and do not start they are believe their decision on Simago and Scopus. According to that, this list was helping them to know the results of maybe their own journal. So according to this information, what we are facing in our research work, we are facing a lot of challenges to select the good sources of our contributions. Suppose here, if you are looking to this one, and if you are check both websites that we have talking in the previous slides, you will not find any information about mistake about this journal. Also, if you searching about the bill list, you will not find any information about these journals. I'm just talking about 2019. But if you are searching in that journals, you will find more than 400 articles. It was published from several countries, especially from Indian and Iraqi peoples, and they are contributing that journal because he simply what he's made. He just go to the websites of Simago and Scopus Review and check the information and the link of the page, and he will find the same page that is shown in this slides. And he directly sent his article, and it was his article. It was published here with paid after paid roughly maybe 300-400-500 USD. After 2 years from checking that, this journals is become predatory, and it was removed from the documentation source. So you just think about if simply thousands articles were published, you just make a simple calculation, thousands articles by 300, 400 or 500 USD, you will find a very much amount it was spent to the not reputed journals. It is not maybe an individual problem. It is very big problem. I will show you several case studies in this seminar. You just listen to the next slides here. You after checking this one, this is also very reputed journals. I'm just checking them at 2020 when I prepared this seminar, and I joined to the Scopus review page and Simago page and press on them on the homepage link, and it showed me that the website of this journal, this one. After 6 or 5 months from the testing scenario, I am joined again to the same link and I impress on the same homepage. I will find this one, but it both journals from different URL, from different organization, from different. But if you are check their information, you will find their information same. Why? Because they are simply created a duplicated one in that source. So you just imagine that if I am a scholar, I would like to check the journals or send my articles to certain journal. I will find it in Scopus and everything will be fine. And I will be happy. I send my article to that journals and will got acceptance. I will dancing till the evening because that journal is quarter to and accepted my article. But later I will find that journal it was fake or duplicated or maybe fraud journal. So I will lost my research work, I will lost money, I will lost time, I will lost everything. This situation happened to me in some research work. So according to that tested or experiments results, I'm just show you this one to maybe got knowledge from each other in several like topics in this development program. You just imagine here the difference website they are documented, then they are remove this link and documented there. But after we are calling them, they say sorry. Simply they are written, we are sorry, we are apologize because we at that time we do not have efficient information about the source of that journal. But if you don't have efficient information, why you are documented the wrong URL about them? You have to choose the right one, or maybe I made queries because why? Because those organizations very famous and very big, and it was believable from most of the authors or scholars around the world. So let us go for this. I'm just try to exclude this because here a discussion about how the journals become predatory and most of the metrics here. Let us go for this case study and browsing this journal. mostly, I think last week I am received invitation from some editors in chief. After checking the URL of that journal, I found that journals it was fake one, especially for the journal that created from Western countries such as China, Japan, Korea. You will find most of these journals fake because they are already published in their own languages. So we don't have the ability to check their sources in an easy way or in a simple way like maybe others. So if you are just checking for these journals for 2020, they are published only from certain country more than 400 articles in many subjects. After 1 year from the publication time, this journal it was removed from the both list and it was documented this one. So how about the people who are lost their works here and maybe they are not able to recover their works from there? What they are doing, they are duplicated the same work and send it to the official one. So by checking both, we can summarize the following points here. To be checked for any validate one, I have to check the editorial board information. I have to check the previous published paper. I have to select random 5 papers and searching about their titles in Scopus or Web of Science database. Check the payment method. Check the address of the journal. Check the committee members or maybe editorial board members. Navigate about the papers that published. The frequency of each journals. How many articles they are published in their issues. So this information really help to recognize if that journals, it will help. Also the websites of the journals. Most of the journals, they are using characters like this XYZ. There is no meanings of that. But even this one is original one. But if you are checking that the domain, it belongs to the edu. So the edu, all of you, you know the edu URL cannot given to anyone. It was given to reputed or institutions. So this will help to check the validate information about each sources. So now, okay. So let us check this journal as a case study. These 2 journals here, I'm just putting 2 websites here for 2 journals to be used as a case study for all. If we are looking to the editorial board information, if we're searching about Dr. Philip D. Cultis or something from Canada, if we are searching on Google about this one, we will find that information here is totally wrong. Why? Because only is written here in this website as shown in this one. We couldn't able to find this, maybe the Google Scholar or maybe the ResearchGate or maybe the other information that can help us about this professor to recognize it. So mostly the fake or frauded journals can use this wrong information. Here also in this we will find there is mistake information. I can't write anything like dictor something and maybe push that information there, and maybe even I push their wrong information. There is no matter about that. Here I'm just show you another example of Opposition journal. Also, this journal was published more papers in wrong websites because of the hackers or maybe fraudster peoples. And later the journal, the original journal, they are discriminate here or announce important letter. The other journals, maybe they are duplicated our websites. But unfortunately, this information and the wrong information, it was archived and documented by Scopus and Simago. And according to that, most of the people, they are go fast to the wrong websites and select. I am also doing like that because I am not expect the Scopus team, they can do the mistakes. Really, we are shocked because of their answer, their documentation, their process, and I will show you another case study here. You just imagine this journal, it was fake journals, and how many issues they are published for 8 years. Some journals that can be discovered in a fast manner, maybe 1-2 years. It can be explained or discovered by others. But some journals, it take 4 to 5 years till other people knows about that journals. And according to that, many journals, they are publish a lot of papers and they are run away from the population. And no one will help others because no one can help us to control that. Also, another important information to know about the fake publishers or journals, if that journals already charge from us for the publications, you can browsing there. If that my articles, it was open access or closed access. If you find it closed access, like this example, means that journals it was fake. Why? Because if they are made it available to everyone, so many people they can discover their research work and later they are claiming about that journal. So let us go for this list. It was already sharing to me from one professor in UK. And if you find that all the payments here in pounds, so it is not in USD because of the UK currency. So after checking all this list from when he sent to me, because at that time I am preparing one conference and try to cooperate with some journals to publish our research work. After checking all their list, I find it all are fake journals and publishers. So I'm really share with you here a screenshot, but the actual list it was 22. Out of 22, I find only 2 or 3 maybe good, and others are either fake or predatory. This means all fake, means that websites is not original website for the mentioned journals. Here also example of some papers that publish in fake journals, and if you checking all the topics of each papers, you will find it different topics. Maybe some other papers is not related to architecture and technology, it's related to social sciences, it's related to pure religions, fine arts, agriculture. It's not related to this, the topics of the journal. So it's also indicator to about the journals. Also the contact information. I'll show you here one example about fake journals. They will not created official contact information like address, like maybe publisher address, like some other official email. You will find it a simple Gmail without other information. Also, editorial teams either is missing or maybe not created on the websites. Also, the fake comes on different database like Kubi, like OASPA, or some others associations that already created a fake maybe journals or publishers. Let us go for another example to make the journals publisher fake or predatory, or maybe how to know. Most of these fake publishers or predatory publishers or predatory journals or fake journals, mostly they are promoted by agencies or maybe by intermediary persons through the Facebook or through social media. Here I'm just screen one post on Facebook, and he shared one journal. This journal is very reputed journal at that time, but because of the editorial board information and the situations and the agents contributions through the social media, it was discontinued from Scopus and created on the blacklist. So here also I am addressed why that journals created to the fake, because mostly we can summarize because of the behavior of the editorial board or publication of these sources. Here also one very good reputed journal is Computer Science and comes to the science publication in USA. But why that publishers created to the predatory? Because these publishers send, or especially this journal send a lot of invitation to review the papers from anyone who already registered or submit his paper. I will talk about my students. It's just MSc students, and she published only 2 local papers, but they are sent here a letter of invitation to review a papers. But I told her, you don't have any experience about reviewing the papers there. So because of these situations, to many peoples, to many other scholars around the world, and those reviewers, they don't have ability or don't have experience or reviewing that publisher created to the predatory journals, predatory list, sorry. You just imagine that most of the predatory journals also use BKB systems for their management of websites. You will find everything official. If you are checking these websites, you will find like Xi'an University or journals. If you check Scopus, check Simago, check the comments, they are send you revisions, their information fully corrected. But unfortunately, this journal was fake. And from only from my country, they are published 400 articles for 2 years. Each article, it was they are charging 350 USD. And after 2 years, it was the situation very explosive because there is no article. It was archived in Scopus, and later they are discovered that journals, it was fake journals, but they are doing very good and very accurate work. Why? If you are joined to the Simago about this and browsing about the journal, you will find the comments, even the comments of editor-in-chief. They are already, I am just shocked, already the editor-in-chief of the fake journal, they made a comments, they are sending everything to give you a chance that to do not think that journals, it was fake journal. Anyway, for the government, they are already think about like generate a list for the reputed journals to control the publication of their scholars on this list. So according to that, the UNESCO had generated a first list at 2019. At the end of 2019, that list is consists of more than 128 public. I just give you the first screenshot of the list. Here you will find it, the reputed publishers or journals on the world. Why? Because those publishers and journals, their websites cannot be duplicated or created simply. If you are just looking to here, anyone belongs to, any publisher belongs to on Elsevier, you can recognize the originality of that journal or publisher. If you are looking to Royal Society of Chemistry, if you are looking to now publisher, USA, or maybe MDB, you will not think that websites, it was fake website, because no one can duplicate the configurations and setting of these websites. It takes very much time. Taylor and Francis, Springer Nature, Springer, Sage Publication, Wiley, and most of the publishers are already famous tools. I am just decided, after facing challenges, after lost some research work in fake journals, I am just decided most of my research work goes for Springer conferences, and Springer maybe because of the Springer conferences, their cost, it will be acceptable by my students. But maybe some other journals like Taylor, Francis, or Sagi, or maybe Elsevier or Springer journals, their article processing charge also takes some much amounts because of the open access property. And also I am publishing closed access built. That doesn't mean that my students or my postgraduate doesn't means that they are not doing a mistake. Let me share with you another and final case study and example with you. Here I'm just try to finish within 2 minutes. I will show you. Okay, this one. So let us check for this one. My students already publish paper in this journal. You will find it, and if you are browsing the Scopus here, you will find that. And before just 1 month ago, here the homepage link. If you are press on that link, you will visit the same website that I have already show you in the previous link. So according to that, you just imagine that how many articles they are already published in the previous issue. Unfortunately, my paper here, because of Scopus mistake. If you are find here, you just browsing for this one, for example, you will find most of the papers already published here. You just on open access, and these papers already archived on Google Scholar. So that is the, if you are browsing about each one here, you just imagine that how many papers that are published here, and each paper minimum 200, 300. Okay, so let us go for this one. Okay, and try to search about it in Google. I have my signals, it will sufficient me through this case study. Okay, you will find it in the Google Scholar. I don't know here, but you will find it in Google Scholar, index it. Okay, so maybe this one. Okay, you can just check another one. You will find it already created on the websites, and okay, on the scholars, and you will find it here in Google Scholar, and in searching searching results. So let us go on here. Still the papers open access. And another thing is, if you are searching on Scopus dataset, just at the end of 2020 on the Scopus content coverage, here it was the number 137. They are indexed all the papers on the journals. Later they are remove all the papers that already published in that journals. So if I visit the journals and visit the websites of Scopus and try and searching about 3 or 4 papers that already published in that journals, and I find that papers already indexed in the Scopus, I am totally think that journals, it was good and reputed journals. I send my article. Later, I discovered that journals, it was fake journals. So there is no situations about that. What I can, if I climbed about Scopus, they cannot help me. They only answer you with 2 or 3 words. Sorry, sir, we don't have information or sufficient information about the journals. So hopefully this seminar give good information for the people so already want to share their knowledge. I am also try to summarize the important information about my previous experiments on that. Thank you very much for the listening. And if there is any question, I am ready to answer. Thank you again.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I am here. You.
Am I audible? Yes. Thank you so
yes,
much, sir.
You are audible. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. I request all the participants, if they are having any query, doubt, they can write in chat box or they can unmute themselves and ask. Sir, there is one question.
Yes.
Kindly suggest Scopus Journal for economics discipline.
Okay. I think if you are go here, you will find here publishers. name. This list, it was accommodated by UNESCO, and it was accommodated by so many organizations or governments around the world. If any publishers or any journals belongs to this list, it will be very reputed, and also will help you. You just go to this publishers and browsing for any journals that related to your topics or field, you can select anyone belongs to these publishers.
Any more questions from the audience? Gadicha, sir?
Sir, I'm one doubt. Doctor, can you please
Hello?
give you a brief summarization in such a way that if author is going to be identify a journal metric is Scopus or not via some online platform, so that it will be helpful to every individual or a researcher to identify the journal is fake one or it is original journal.
Okay, sir. I think we have to start from the list that I already shared with you in the presentation. According to that list, we have to be sure later, after we are select a publisher or journal belong to that list, we can find if that journal under the coverage of the Scopus or not. The problem is we are just searching for the journals, but we are not searching for the publisher, and we are not matching with between that publisher and journal and that list. So we are just made a wrong selection to the options of our options.
Any other question? Sir, shall I proceed? Gadicha, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, please.
Okay. So thank you so much, sir, for your sharing your valuable thoughts and deep knowledge uh, about recent challenges in research work publication and contribution with us. Your session was full of enthusiasm, valuable knowledge, and new ideas that ignited the minds of all the participants. It will be a great pleasure for us to listen to you again in the future events.
Thank you.
Now coming towards the end of session, on behalf of our Research and Development Cell of PRP Pote Patil College of Engineering and Management, Amravati, I take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks to all those who have directly and indirectly contributed to this session on recent challenges in research work, publication, and contribution, organized by the Institute. At the outset, with my whole gratitude, I thank our chief guest and the resource person, Honorable Dr. Ahmed Obaid, for his valuable time and great knowledge that he shared with us. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and presence. We are thankful to our Honorable Chairman, Sir, Honorable Vice Chairman, Sir, Principal, Sir, Vice Principal, Sir, for their enthusiastic and continuous support. I'm also thankful to Dr. A.B. Gadicha, sir, uh, convener of this FDP, for allowing us to arrange such events. And my heartfelt thanks to all the participants for their active participation in the session. Lastly, knowledge without application is simply knowledge. Applying the knowledge to one's life is wisdom, and that is the ultimate virtue. With these warm words and kind message, we move to the end of today's session. Once again, I thank one and all who directly and indirectly helped for making this session successful. With the permission of chair, I hereby declare that today's session is over. And tomorrow's session will start sharply at 3:30 p.m. Till then, Thank you. Take good care of your health. Attendance
Thank you.
link will be shared in the chat box. So all the participants are requested to put your attendance on the link. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Ahmed, sir, for your valuable time, sir.
Welcome, brother. Thank you very much for your invitations. I am wishing to you all the best, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.